into public news, like world
Yes.
news.
Yes.
So I haven't had a Twitter in uh forever. Like
It's been a while.
it's been it's been a while, and I haven't had Twitter maybe in like almost 2 months now or so.
Has it
Which
been liberating? Because I've been thinking about leaving Twitter.
honestly, it's I just be in my own world over here. Like I just be
Because all Twitter is porn now. Where was I at? And I was scrolling through videos, and then again, it was just someone shaking ass. Like, come on, man! Like, I'm just trying to watch Eagles highlights.
I think that says more about
I'm not out here
your
looking.
algorithm. But anyway, so now I don't really be knowing about like public events. So over the weekend, I'm just mom is a wiser, and I just get notification that the US has invaded Venezuela, some tax, and they have taken President Nicolas Maduro, Venezuelan president, and brought him back here for charges of drugs, selling drugs, this, that, and the third. So I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. Trump went into another country and did what?
It snatched their president.
XYZ. I said, now Trump went into another country and just took their president. Literally, I'm literally just saying to I keep walking around my house. Mind you, I don't know anything. I'm not on social media. I'm just walking around. I'm like in my house saying, we can just go into other countries and take their president. Like we can do that. Okay, cool. So again, I want to preface this. I am not on Twitter right now. I'm not on Twitter. I open up Instagram some hours later. And I see this.
You about to share your screen? There it is.
And I see this. And I said, wait a minute, now hold up. I said, and I'm looking, I literally said, I know that ain't what the fuck I think it is he got on. And then I see this picture. I said, shut the hell up. He got on the gray OG Nike Tech Fleece suit on. Okay. So now I'm sitting here like, they put this man in what after they captured him? So now my mind is completely beyond, okay, they have taken this president out of his home and his wife, by the way.
Yep.
They took him and his wife, and they brought him to New York, face these charges. The first thing I said was, well, who the hell just lets their president just gets taken from his home? And I'm reading up, oh no, brother. They went into Venezuela and set some shit off. They went into Venezuela, kicked the front door in, said, hey, you coming with us. You coming with us. And Danny, that is where my mind really got to going. I got to smoke this. That's where my mind really got to going. Because, as you know, I do come from a military family.
Yes.
So I called my parents and I said, hey, so let me get this straight. I said, yo, I'm talking to my parents. I said, yo, did y'all see what he had on when they brought him here? They said, you talking about that picture? I said, yeah. First off, look at the picture. Now, pictures tell 1,000 words because they tell stories behind them. Right? And if it sounds like I have this rehearsed, I don't. You're talking to a wordsmith. But all you punk bitches out there, be lucky that in 2026, I'm not going to use my energy to get at y'all. Because clearly when it comes to these words, if I really want to get at some of you punk betraying bitches out here, I would, but then y'all go on social media and cry like the punk bitches that you are. Nonetheless, so I'm looking at this picture and I'm talking to my parents. I'm like, yo, did y'all see the picture? And they said, yeah, ain't it crazy? And I said, hold on, Ma, you mean to tell me that let's just say, no, this is Nike Super Special Forces that went and got him. We can both, right? This is US Army Super Special Forces, right? Like this is them dudes. Like them the people that went and got him, that's the dudes you be playing with in Call of Duty. They went and got him, right? So I said, Ma, you mean to tell me in the debrief or in the brief, hey, we got it, hey, Venezuelan dictator, he been harming the people of this country for 2 decades. Venezuela sitting on the largest reserves of oil, XYZ. We need to go get him. He's been selling drugs in this country, XYZ. They get through all that. And at the tail end of this, somebody in that room said, and when we get him, put this on him.
So you think the U.S. gave that to him?
Tech seat.
Because I feel like he had that on when he got
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
No. Yo, if you think this man was in his dog, I'm here to tell you, if you believe a president was sitting in this house with some Nike Tech Fleece on, this is not the hood. This man was a dictator. Dictators don't sit around no fucking Nike Tech Fleece. Are you kidding me? And this is where this story to me this is where this just blows my mind, because now you got to reenact it. Reenact this in your head. Bombs flying, boom, 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 boom. He hear, oh, he know, and he hearing, sir, they're in the city. All right, he bunkered down. They think they got him in a safe place. He got his people around. He got his, his security detail around. U.S. forces come in. They come in, knocking the door. Get down, get down. Y'all mean to tell me that when some U.S. Special Forces soldiers detained this man, they got him. They got him on that plane. Someone had, because he still had the headphones on.
Yeah.
Right? So someone had to just be like, put this on! Put it on! With a fucking OG Nike Tech Fleece suit on. And this motherfucker probably doesn't even speak English. He don't speak the English.
I'm sure if a man point a gun in your face and hold up a fid, you know what he's trying to say.
Nah. How? He got blindfolds on.
Nah.
So you telling me they took the blindfolds and the headphones off. Put it on! Put it on! Yo, do you know? Just imagine how crazy this man. I know in the moment it's gun pointed at me, my life in danger, but you can't tell me when he got back to that cell, he didn't think, they gave me a Nike Tech Fleece suit? That's worse. And I'm gonna take it a step further, because that's thinking of it from the criminal standpoint. There was somebody in the U.S. military that said, "Yo, when we capture this criminal, we gonna throw him in Nike Tech." Black folk around the world. If this ain't offensive, I don't know what offensive is. And if I find out that y'all really had the full fit and that the shoes y'all had for him too was laceless black Air Force Ones, you cannot, come on now. Imagine, someone had to run and get this outfit for this dude.
They did.
And y'all don't think this is a little offensive? Black folk around the world, they call us criminals, and when they went and thought of criminals, the first thing they thought of is an OG suit that black people wear. All right.
Dress them like a black. I got it. Nike Fleece Tech.
Is this, son? I'm gonna be honest with you. At my job today, someone had brought this whole thing up, and I needed to laugh. because I hadn't laughed all day. And then I started thinking about this again. And then I said, dead ass in this work meeting. And I was like, yo, how do y'all think they got that on him? He said, well, what do you mean? And I was like, all right, guys. Someone said, yeah, you don't think he had this on? And I just kind of looked at him and I said, all right, let's just say you're a dictator of a fucking country that has the largest largest reserves of oil in the world. Yeah, let's say you've basically driven this country to poverty. What the fuck would you be doing? Like, why would you be sitting in your house?
I don't know, man, because it's comfortable.
Yo, but you gotta think this was at night.
Yeah. He's supposed to be walking around in the silk robe all the time.
If he wasn't in his drawers, he was in his jammies. Nike Tech Fleece ain't the jammies.
My question is, what's the temperature in Venezuela right now? Because if it's hot, then okay. Then I'll believe the story that Bam is in the chat. He agrees with me that he had it on. We didn't give him
no, he did not have it on.
What's the temperature in Venezuela right now? Because
Venezuela is near the equator.
That's what I'm saying.
Hot. It was hot, which makes me guarantee.
It's 69 degrees right now. That's too hot for a Tech Fleece. Okay, I'm with you that they gave it to him. So
so then I'm at work and I'm like, all right, so how y'all think they got this on them? And they were like, well, you have that on. I was like, yo, dictator. I said, dictator or not, poor country or not. When the U.S. military come and get you, it's gonna be at night, probably late at night. I don't think he had this on as he was just chilling in his bed.
I mean, but they speak Spanish in Venezuela, I'm sure.
And this is where, in this work meeting, I was like, they were like, well, someone was like, well, how do you think they got on him? And I was like, honestly, I've been thinking about it, and I'm pretty sure someone just kind of looked at him with the Nike Tech Fleece and just yelled, "Put it on! Put it on!" To someone who don't speak English. And I'm gonna be honest with you. When I said this, I proceeded to bust out laughing. I was in. I'm not gonna hold you. I was in tears laughing because then I was like, "Yo, how?" Like they was probably he don't speak a. You can't tell me with a mustache this thick. He don't speak a lick of the English.
Oh, so it's Usen estás robust. That's it. That's how you say put this on in Spanish.
No, it's America. This is Trump's America. You think in Trump's America, U.S. soldiers is telling this man in Spanish to put it on? That's true. That is why it's funny. Because listen, they done came into your country, bombed many, many, many things, ran up in your house. Do you think they taking the time to tell you in Spanish to put this Nike? Put it on, put it on, and that yo dog.
He has to speak. He has to speak some English.
Say what?
He has to speak some English.
He don't speak no damn.
He has to speak some English.
He don't speak it.
He might not be fluid. All I'll say is, what you let other countries do. Please, if him and snatched him up and took him, hey man. What you gonna do?
And that was the other conversation I was having with my parents. And I said, what really blows my mind about this is that Kyle said, I don't know why you assume a world.
Yeah, I assume he can speak English. I think he can speak English.
They bring in too much logic and guys.
You just trying to get these jokes off.
I'm trying to get these jokes off.
Okay,
yes, realistically, a leader of a second or third world country, however you want to look at it, would definitely know how to speak English. But this is also Trump's America. So I just feel like y'all gotta think, this is no ordinary military. This is the U.S. military. So, you know what I mean? When they go get you and they know they got you, I don't really think that they're being very...
courteous.
I don't really think they're being courteous, which I'm gonna be honest with you. That is what I'm thinking about when I say this is funny, because I don't think they would take time. Yes, reasonable person taking time to pull phone out to translate, but unreasonable soldiers who just finished shooting your soldiers in the face on the way to capture you. No, I don't think usted ropas. Put it on! We don't
it's. We still got 3 years of this man.
And then the first time I get on the news, the first time I turn on the news, I see 45-47 go up there and say, yeah, no, this guy was a criminal, so yeah, we took him. And we run the country now. And we're gonna help them pick a new leader. And Greenland, y'all might be next. We might need some shit from y'all too. So right there, we gonna look into y'all real quick. And I'm just like, all right. Sat back and I was like, an overwhelming majority of this country voted for this man to be president.
Twice, 3 times.
Which kind of tells me that to the rest of the world, I think the rest of the world thinks that us as Americans are like him. Like, I think that's how they think about us.
100%.
And he just kind of leans into it. But maybe the rest of the world is right. Like, maybe an overwhelming majority of people that live here are like him.
Yes. I'll give him credit.
He just went up there and said, yo, dog, Greenland got some stuff too. We might need to just look into that. How you gonna tell the world, yo, we just gonna be running this country for now?
This is the only compliment I'll ever get to give this man. He looked around and said, "There's one thing he can do is he know what a sucker look like." And he looked around and said, "Shit, man, ain't nothing but a bunch of suckers running around here." And he cashed in on that bet twice. He may be stupid, but he know what a sucker look like, and he's like, "Huh, this country full of suckers." I think,
and all you gotta do is you can just sell them hope.
Sell
One thing they love to buy is
be overtly racist, and you got them.
Dog.
That's it.
He went into another country and just took their president,
their leader.
But here's the thing: I follow a few Venezuelan folks. They was like, "Hey, I don't agree with who sent him in there to go get him, but I'm glad y'all went and got him." So now I'm conflicted because Venezuelans is like, "Yeah, no, get him the fuck out of here. This nigga was evil."
The issue is now it's other countries who wanted to do this, right? Like, what's stopping China from invading Taiwan? Like, what's stopping Russia from being like, all right, well, we're just gonna take you. We're gonna take it now. America's did it. Like, what's to stop China right now from being like, so America can run up in Venezuela and take their president, but we can't run up in Taiwan and take what we want?
So I guess that's why is that why he got to frame it as we're gonna help them pick their country and get them back together?
China could say this. China could say, "Hey man, Taiwan doing this to us. We got to go in there and help them out." Putin can be like, "Hey man, Ukraine done did X, Y, Z. We need to go in there and help them out."
We go over there and help them out. It's kind of that shit is
bananas. Because America, we're supposed to be. We've never been the good guys, but we're supposed to be the North Star for the world. And we up in here snatching presidents. So again, what's to stop other countries like, well, fuck it, they did it, we can do it too.
Listen, all I'm saying is the actions of this past weekend has told me that one of the first things I'm gonna do this year, and I would suggest everyone else do it. Clear all debt. Just clear all credit card debt, medical bills. And just start clearing them out. Something tells
I'm running that shit up.
Nah, clear it out, brother. Something tells me economy might something. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Something.
Oh, so Cal, my point is, yeah, like Russia and China have been doing it, but they've been like chastised, and we've been the moral high ground. Like, how dare you do that to those poor people? What are you gonna say to China and Russia now? Like, there is no moral leg for America to stand on. Granted, is this the first time America ran into the country, stole a leader for a regime change? Absolutely not. But to do it so blatantly, like that man got on, like you said, like he did it and got on camera. I was like, yeah.
No, it's like, yeah, nah, we listen. I mean, this nigga was selling drugs
at a grocery store. Yeah, man, we just took it.
Yeah. So the rest of the world, he's like, yeah, this nigga was selling drugs in our country, and we had to bring him to justice right here in New York, and we're gonna throw the book at him, and he's just gonna be. Where is his lawyer?
He got a defense attorney today. I read that.
From who?
Here's
His
the
country?
thing. What if Trump loses this case? Like, what if his lawyer get him off and it's like, yeah, dog, you get to go back to Ukraine.
Who's like? Is his country Venezuelan?
Huh?
I mean, is his defense
No,
attorney?
his defense lawyer is an American. Apparently some high-powered attorney. What if he gets that man off on these charges?
All right, now, okay. Now think through the mentality of the dude who decides to be his defense attorney.
Hey, he said that money spent no matter where it's from.
Oh, not in this country, it won't. You testifying against the U.S. government? Okay, cool. How much is that going to give me?
Not testifying. He's building the case. All he's doing is building the case.
Listen, let me ask you something. See, you think about it. They already threw out the cartel indictments. Oh, brother, Trump.
If this man loses in court, if he loses this, and the court say, nah, he got to go back to Venezuela, buddy.
Oh, that might be like top 10 funniest things.
Top 3, and it's not 2 or 3. You run up into someone's country, snatch their president, and the court's like, you got nothing, buddy. He got to go home.
Okay, but do y'all think
No, but
it's like I'm gonna tell y'all and this is why that's why I asked if his defense attorney was Venezuela. I was like, okay, that makes sense. The defense attorney is American. It's like, listen, in Trump's America, listen, y'all talking about a man who still be shooting at like
boats.
Like, yeah, I mean, the dude went up there and said, what was the justice attorney's? He was like, oh, I didn't know that. I did not. Nigga knew damn well she had passed away when he went up there and said that.
Brother, all I know is if this man.
First off, this is Trump's America. So let me tell y'all what's gonna happen right now. First off, Maduro will not walk. He's going to jail.
Okay.
2, whoever the defense attorney is for this man, I can tell you, whatever money Maduro said he would pay you, you should ask for it. You should ask at least for 75% up front. And you should then take that money and put it away. Because I can tell you, the second that Maduro is sentenced, something tells me it's going to be a while before you see that money. And they're going to make sure of
it. That's why you pay a retainer up front.
Something also tells me Trump he ain't gonna disbarm, but he gonna make sure you don't get no work for a while after this.
Hey,
whatever your retainer was,
he might not make it to June. The way he looking, he get oranger with every picture I see.
He gonna be all right. Listen, I'm just listen. They didn't even. I just keep looking at this picture. Nike Tech Fleece Google searches went up like by 200%.
I bet it did, and I bet you they moved some merch too.
Speaking of moving merch, we moved into the new year, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 210 of the Speak On It podcast. You already know when you see this Nas video, it can only be one brother, the good brother, Los D Mix. Of course, every Tuesday, joined by Danny Ocean, the smoothest bald head on the East Coast. How we doing, my brother?
Doing great. Happy New Year. Hello, Akili, Kyle, and Bam.
Hello, Akili, Kyle, and Bam.
I'll tell you the story before we get started because I know we're a little pressed on time. Went to the doctor today for my annual physical. It's been a while since I've been. And they took my weight, go into the office and sit down. Doctor comes in, she looks at the sheet. She looks at my weight. She was about to say something slick. And then she looked at me and said, I don't know, it looks like that's a lot of muscle. And I was like, you goddamn right it is.
Wait, hold on. Excuse me?
So
I don't know. I thought I heard it, but then I wasn't sure if I heard it wrong.
So like I had to get blood work done, so I wore like a short sleeve shirt so it gets to my veins, get the blood or whatever. And I was sitting there, and she looked at my wife. She was like, "Oh, your weight's kind of." And then she looked at me, and she was like, "But it looks like you work out like you got a lot of muscle mass." And I was like, "Yeah, you goddamn right I do." Like, yes, 100%.
You feel good about that?
Yes, I feel great about that, Nick. Yes. Yes.
She said you was a baddie. That's what I'm hearing.
Professionally, yes.
Yeah, all right. Hey, if you like it, I love it. Hey, you a baddie, I guess.
Thank you.
And pause. You listen. This is a unique week when we come in here because after the holidays, because that's usually after the dust is settled in fantasy. That's usually when the dust is settled in the NFL regular season. And I want to first say, hey, last time y'all saw me, I was going into 3 championship games with a three-peat on the line. One of them was a three-peat. I'm going to let y'all know and start there. I got absolutely smoked.
Damn.
Like from I think the Thursday night game. Who played in that Thursday night game?
Bam, I was not in the gown either, by the way.
I forgot who played in that Thursday night game.
Was that that wasn't Christmas Day, was it? Was that Cowboys, Commanders, Chiefs, Broncos? And
actually, it might have been. Actually, might have been it. I don't know. Either way, that Thursday, yeah, because the dude had Dak Prescott and George Pickens. The dude Champ had. So that one wasn't close in the beginning. That's okay. Monday morning of the championship week. Adam Schefter, you punk bitch. Not just kidding, Adam, but he comes out with a tweet that says the Raiders are placing Brock Bowers on IR and his season is over. My redraft league that have been on a heater.
You've been on a miracle run. You have been on a run. So much.
Joe Burrow, Brock Bowers. I didn't believe it, and of course, Raiders did some tomfoolery to make sure they got the number 1 overall pick. And I knew when the Raiders placed them on IR, I didn't really have a chance. So that was a tough loss. That was a tough loss, but honestly, that's okay because I honestly think next year I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right back.
You in there?
Yeah, especially when we make the move over to sleeper.
Yeah, there was a lot of commotion about that, and I kind of like, what are we talking about here?
Jordan's just a creature of habit.
Okay. No, it wasn't just Jordan though. There were other people who were like, "Yeah, ESPN, yeah."
Listen. Let me tell you how serious I am about this. I'll show you right now. This how serious because I knew I would.
Why you do that?
Look at that. Look at that right there. What's that right there?
It says redraft.
Right. I've already got the league made. Like the league is already made. I just haven't. I just got to send the. Got to send it out. But that thing is done deal.
Good.
The real question is roster setups, because I think for this redraft league, are we going to make this a redraft super flex league where I think it could be fun?
Now that is a question that we should.
Or I think it's going to either change to 3 flexes or it's going to be a super flex redraft with 2 flexes.
Now that's something we'd have to vote on.
Yeah, it's one of the two. I don't think I want to do the same roster setup.
So to catch up in the chat, Bam was in the championship game, lost by 0.7. Kyle won 2 out of his 14 leagues, including 1 of his 3 RSO teams. Speaking of which, Kyle today he kind of gave me the details. The RSO league is like the GM league, right? When you do contracts and stuff. Yeah, I'm in, dog. Like Kyle he walked me through it. He walked me through the roster, the picks. Hell yeah, let's do it.
Speaking of that particular RSO league, that was my 3rd and final championship game. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this time to recognize that sometimes when you are GMing multiple leagues, and even in season, it was clear and obvious what my best fantasy team was. and I just didn't believe
work
it.
out.
It
So
did.
you didn't win any of them.
No, hold on.
Okay.
It was clear and obvious what my best fantasy team was, and throughout the season, this was the team that went undefeated the longest. It was one of the teams that had a bye, and the more I thought about it, I didn't realize until the season started that this was a super flex draft setup. And I wasn't even able to finish drafting the back half of my team because I had a DJ event. So I came back and I had guys like Chris Olave, who I wasn't there to bid on. I had guys like Harold Fanning Jr., who I wasn't able to bid on. A few other guys. Well, these guys end up being major contributors. Early in the year, Joe Flacco gets hurt. I mean, Joe Burrow gets hurt, and I signed Joe Flacco on I need another QB because I can't, this isn't sustainable. But I was winning games without a QB. So I started Joe Flacco. Stay undefeated for probably like 3 or 4 more weeks, and way longer than that, actually, up until Joe Burrow came back. Then I just had to go straight skill position players. One QB who was Josh Allen, straight skill position players the rest of the way through. Clinched the number one overall seed, clinched the bye. Round 2, my first game, I put over 200 points up on.
Now, that's the Puka game, right? Because you have Puka on this roster, right? That was the Puka.
I had Puka and Jettas. Okay. Like, Jettas is on this team. Joe Mixon is on this team. Like, I can. So Puka go out, but I mean Puka goes off. I put over 200 points up on Band of semis, and in the finals, my team just performed. Now get this: the team that I played, guess what player he had on his team?
Jamar
Brock Bowers.
Oh God! So see how it works. See how it all comes together.
Yeah, yeah. I think I knew before the Monday night game I was going to win that one. And then I was excited. And so I was just telling Kyle, I was like, yo, it is. I was like that. I just must have for the drafting or the auctioning that I was able to do. I must have been able to just build a good enough. No, I built a good enough core that the guys that just I didn't end up auctioning for and end up on my team. Shout out to the computer for seeing my vision. And listen. Kyle, how does it work? So everyone that's still under contract on my team will come back, and everyone who's not under contract next year will not be on my team. So all my players who are on like 1-year deals or league minimum, which is kind of a lot, are they just like back out there as free agents?
See, I need to do some digging on how this kind of stuff works.
Because if that's the case, then hey, this might be a 2019 Toronto Raptors type championship. I ain't gonna hold you. Well, I don't know because I got Josh Allen, Jettas, Puka, Josh Jacobs, Breece Hall. I got some guys on contract.
Yeah, especially Breece Hall ends up with a team who actually wants to run the ball. Yeah, who can run the ball.
Yeah, actually, I'm playing. This might be a good team for some years.
Yeah, Kyle said so. I think the roster that I'm inheriting has Tet, Hampton, Lamar. Like that's a good enough foundation. We can get jiggy with that.
I got to figure out what I'm gonna do about a quarterback because I don't have another QB on the roster. But listen, we got some cap space. But enough about you didn't have any teams.
No, fuck no. My fantasy's been over.
Hey, look, the goal every year is always to win at least one league, and out of the 9, I was able to win one league, which made me tell Kyle this. Actually, this is the last thing I'm gonna say about fantasy. Which made me tell Kyle, I was like, yo, thank you so much for inviting me to this RSO league. Like, I love it, honestly. I hope they make an app for it. I wish they'd make an app for it. But it also told me, yo, I'm a damn good initial startup drafter. That's why I won the dynasty startup year last year, my 12-team dynasty. I need this 10th team, this 10th league. If I join one this year, it's got to be a dynasty league. So I told Kyle, yo, if you know anyone starting a dynasty league, you let me know. I don't care if the buy-in's $30. I don't care if the buy-in is $50.
Oh wow! So Kyle said yes. All the players not under contract will be available for the 26 free agency auction, but you can also franchise tag someone, one person.
Is that the same as an extension?
Oh, this
Right,
is so
Kyle?
much fun.
Like is franchise tag the same? Because I remember I extended Ao Manor on the show that day,
Also,
but I don't know if
shout out while he answers
you,
that.
you remember that when I
Yeah,
extended Ao Manor on the show for a couple of years, like
yeah.
um
I remember you having the conversation.
yeah, because if I can franchise tag someone, I'm going to franchise tag either Harold Fannin or Chris Olave. I had Quentin Johnston, like yo, this that team. Well, hey, shout out to let's round of applause for the Orlando Magic Kingdom, baby. What a
Orlando
team!
Magic Kingdom.
That's the name of the squad. Hey, respect the champ. Respect the champ.
My bad.
Shout out to Orlando Magic Kingdom. Hey, and while we're at it, shout out to Akili.
Yeah, shout out to Akili. Back to back.
Double champ.
And he dominated all year. This was
all year. Now, I'm so excited for the All Money in Dynasty League. It's not the same extension. Great. I'm so excited for the All Money in Dynasty League and the changes that are to come this season. The super, so much parity is about to happen. So many of you guys that think who have been kind of doing good these last couple of years, I don't think you're going to be as good. Some of you that have been bad, I think you're going to be even worse. I'm very excited.
Where's the parity?
I think because I think the parity is going to be some of you mid-grade teams are going to be better because you have the opportunity with the extra quarterback. Plus, maybe with some of the once we have the owners meeting, I'm just excited. Don't make me have to start another dynasty league. Somebody out there's got to be starting up a dynasty league.
Tyler Shaw.
I will start.
You will lead the Harry Chess Mafia to a championship next year.
Somebody out here start a dynasty league and book me for it. Book me for it. Book me for it, man. But I'm excited. All Money in Dynasty finally going to Superflex. I can tell you the Las Vegas Horn Ducks, who have a top 4 pick, we're feeling good. We're probably going to take the best player. I think we're going to take the best player available, whoever that might be. But also at the same time, maybe do I move up? I mean, I have 301 with your pick. I got some picks.
101. Someone come talk to me about it. We'll see. We'll wait till after the draft before we start talking about 101.
I'm feeling good. My brother, how are you feeling after week 18 in the NFL?
Feeling good. Playoffs are here. We got our jobs. I will say, I'm so mad we had to watch that mid-ass Panthers-Bucks game Saturday. That was like the worst game I have ever watched.
What makes it worse is the game didn't even matter. Yo, the NFL schedulers are such doofuses for having it. Why wouldn't they just?
Why wouldn't you put the Saints Falcons on first? So then the winner of Bucks Panthers know who's going to the NFC South. I mean, to the playoffs.
Or have all 4 of those teams play at the same time, so nobody knows.
Yeah, like they did with the Eagles and the Bears.
Yeah, that's silly. Like, to me, that's silly. And who else was Saturday night? That was Seahawks versus Niners. See, honestly, why not put Steelers Ravens the afternoon game, Seahawks Niners a Sunday night game. Then if you, to your point, maybe you have Falcons Saints late afternoon game, Bucks Panthers very last game. So then they know.
Yeah. Well,
actually no, because
it had to be Sunday night. I'm not mad at the AFC North Sunday night.
Actually, I think it actually would have been better had the NFC South would play at the same time, because then Panthers, Bucks, they're trying to play, but then they'll just be score watching and seeing if the Falcons win.
Yeah, like it's so much stress, and then you can celebrate in real time whoever won. The
Panthers, Bucks, both teams sucks. We're going to talk about it. There's no way the Rams can lose to this team twice.
Listen, man, we'll talk about it. back to that 49ers game, that Seahawks defense might be legendary. Like, it might be good enough to carry Sam Darnold to a Super Bowl. Like, the way they beat up Brock Purdy, that man was purple. Them boys was hitting. I don't care how it sounds. Them boys was hitting Saturday night.
Bam, you hearing this? Bam, you hearing this? This your cousin, Bam. This nigga is crazy. Listen. Listen. I think. Why would you not make the greatest rivalry in football the last game of the season? We will get to that game because I have some thoughts. Man, let me tell you something. I just kind of knew. Thank you, Kyle. Kyle talking that good shit. The Bears Packers is this week, Bam, not last week. Watching the Seahawks and the 49ers, all I said was I was like, man, the Niners getting the 1 seed would suck if I was a Philly fan. Because not the Niners. If the Seahawks getting no, it would suck if if the Niners getting the 1 seed would suck if I'm a Philly fan, because that means there's a good likelihood that y'all are going to see the Seahawks first or second round.
Yeah.
And like, why?
It would have been the second round.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, why? But then watching the game, I was like, what? Damn, San Francisco. Then it's like, well, I just saw y'all beat the. What was that team? That was the Bears. I was like, well, the Bears kind of are fools. Go the game before that, y'all beat the Colts. Not good. It's like
with the 49ers.
And then I was like, all right, well, maybe. Yeah, then I was like, well, maybe y'all really aren't as good as I kind of think y'all are.
Like, shout out to Kyle Shanahan, because they can't run the ball this year. Like, he's made Brock Purdy good enough bad teams. But where's their signature win? Someone go on the schedule and show me the 40. Oh, yeah, that's the win.
Beating the Bears is what they'll say.
Is that it? Like,
well,
where's the win?
They beat the Seahawks in Seattle.
Week one.
Well, they were the healthiest, probably.
Show me in the past 6 weeks what's their signature win.
And then, buddy. Then these games on Sunday. Let me ask you something. When you were watching the Colts versus the Texans, you can't tell me Riley Leonard wasn't kind of dealing. Riley Leonard was kind of dealing.
He probably saw them bringing Phillip Rivers and was like, "Are you for real?"
He said, "I can show you something. I can show you something."
They bought in Phillip Rivers. Steichen did him a favor because what was the thing? NFL health insurance runs out after like 5 or something years, and Phillip was on his last year. It's like, I got 100 kids. I need this health insurance.
Need these kids for these badass chaps. Need that. These chaps. Hey, what do you think about them keeping both the head coach and the GM?
It's a good move. Before Daniel Jones got hurt, they were on track for the 1 season. So
they were looking good too.
They were looking great. Jonathan Taylor.
They didn't punt for a few games.
Yeah, I think this was the right move to keep those two.
Jonathan Taylor, brother, I traded for you. I
would have kept them too.
What do you think about stopping whole NFL games for celebrating career milestones for teams that have very, very, very losing records?
I don't see the problem. Zach Taylor was saying we were playing for our lives. Brother, the season's been over for 3 months.
Wait, Zach Taylor said what?
So after Myles Garrett broke the sack record, like, they stopped the game to celebrate. So in the press conference, Zach Taylor complained and was like, "We're playing for our lives here. I don't appreciate them stopping the game." It's like, well, were you trying to go no huddle? Like, what are you talking about? The season has been over for a month. Zach, you were out of playoffs.
There's nobody.
Thanksgiving. I just
Does no one think the Bengals might be the funniest organization?
they got to be. And then Jamal was like, "Yeah, I hope when I do something like that, they stop the game for you, me, brother. They will." Like, why are y'all complaining?
Okay, but here's the: are y'all dead ass? Like, are they
They
dead
are
ass?
dead ass. He compl- I hope Miles Garrett breaks it again next year on Joe Burrow. I hope he get 24 on Joe.
But why does no one want to talk about that? Why does no one want to talk about Joe Burrow is the QB Miles Garrett has sacked the most?
Exactly. It's very poetic.
So, like, why isn't anyone looking at the offensive line and saying, "Well, by golly, yeah, Jimmy, you had one job." I mean, oh man,
And
yeah.
the fact that he's being
I was
blocked.
getting ready. I was thinking about at one point, I forgot who the player was in college. Miami was Drew Brees. When Drew Brees broke that passing record, they like stopped. He did a speech. Nigga was up there waving.
Yeah.
They did
Like
it
when,
on. This is a Monday night game.
like when you break records like that, yes, you have to take a moment to appreciate. Like, when did LT break the touchdown record that year? Like they pick him up in the end zone in San Diego. Like they stopped the game. That's what you do, man. When
Yeah,
Peyton didn't Peyton break the single season touchdown record? He threw like 50, right?
yeah.
Stop. Like this is what you do.
55.
Why is this a shock?
Yo, brother. I mean, listen. At that, Zach Taylor. Let me tell you something. The NBA stopped the whole game when LeBron broke the scoring record. They went on to lose that game.
That's true.
And no one. By the way, y'all should look up Lakers record in LeBron career marked games.
Good.
Offers in there.
So
I need Miles to break it in 16 games so Jared Allen and Strahan shut up. Jared Allen and Michael Strahan can say whatever they want.
but he did it in fewer snaps than them. That's the key. Myles Garrett broke the sack record with fewer snaps than Strahan and TJ Watt. So it took 17 games for Myles to do it, but it took fewer snaps.
So doesn't that kind of equal out?
I think it's even more impressive that you did it in fewer snaps than
I had more opportunities with less games. I had one more game and less opportunities and still broke it.
correct.
So
Because I think Myles did it in 4:16. I don't know how long it took Michael, but it was more than that. Myles did it in fewer snaps. I think that is more impressive than doing it in 16 games.
Also, Michael Strahan, I hate to tell you, it's 2026 right now. By 2030, I don't really think people are going to say, "Oh, well, Michael Strahan did it in 15." I think it's going to say, "Myles Garrett, 2025, Myles Garrett, unstoppable."
And the thing about the Strahan thing is, a lot of people say Brett Favre gave him that last sack. If you go look at the clip, it's Giants Packers, and to break the record, like Strahan is near Favre, and Favre just falls. Like there's some folks say Favre gave it to him.
Yeah, and by the sounds of all these Bengals complaining, it sounded like the Bengals weren't trying to. And honestly, the Bengals just sound bitter that they lost the game, which is even funny.
Season was over anyway, champ. You gave up two defensive. I mean, Cleveland's defense scored 2 touchdowns. You usually don't win those games.
They also fired their head coach.
They did. They fired Kevin Stefanski,
who will be employed this time next week. I can almost guarantee all that.
Kevin Stefanski, you will be the offensive coordinator in Philadelphia, and I cannot wait to see the magic you create next year.
What is up? Eagles fans are like Lakers fans. Y'all just be putting people in y'all's city and organization.
Either it's going to be Kevin Stefanski or Todd Monken. One of the two. Come on down. You will be the OC in Philadelphia next year.
Yo, y'all are the 3 seed in the playoffs.
Don't matter.
You're about to play a game.
Yeah. I still can think about next year.
Oh, man. Well, Kyle said that Myles Garrett just tied Al Baker's record for 23 sacks. Those guys were all behind Al Baker, who had 23 sacks.
Kyle's a walking encyclopedia, man.
Gotta know it, man. Gotta know it. Funniest football game that I watched outside of Ravens, Steelers, Saints, Falcons. I don't know. I watched this whole game and said, yo, y'all are trying this hard, and neither one of y'all will benefit from winning this game.
Whoever went letting the op get in, I'd have tied that motherfucker.
I would tie it too.
I'd have tied that motherfucker.
Then you putting the Bucks in.
Then fine. But honestly, I'm not winning to help someone else.
Honestly, if I'm the Falcons, I'm just looking at both of them teams saying, yo, y'all are so lucky that we stumbled one more game than you two did, or
they lost to the Jets.
Won that. Yes, and that's probably what ended up costing their season. Because you think about it, if the Falcons would have stumbled one less game, then as hot as they would have been, they would have stole that division from both.
Yes.
From both of them, which I think would have been 1,000 times funnier, because that would have put the Rams coming back to Atlanta to play after that game a few weeks ago. Oh, I can tell you how that's either going to go one of two ways: a carbon copy, or the Rams is just
running it up
somebody's door down.
McVay running it up.
So
Kyle says Stefanski's not going to be an OC. I would tend to agree with that, but a man can hope.
Nah, you should. Packers rested their starters while the Bears played their starters. Yo, Ben Johnson, don't go up there and said some people rest their starters. We don't. We play football. Okay, well,
and you lost.
Some people lose with their starters, and other people lose with their backup. So,
yeah, man. He said, you not Dan Campbell. Like, that don't work for you. That works for Dan. That don't work for you.
And how is it
Dan Campbell and he not?
This is what's funny. So the Packers split with the Vikings, although the second game we didn't, obviously y'all saw in week 18, we didn't play none of our starters, and they were playing to make sure Justin Jefferson got 1,000 yards, which he did. But outside of that, the real game when we played our starters, we beat them boys. But okay, we split with the Vikings, split with the Bears after coming back from down double digits in the first game, and then blowing a double-digit lead the second game. Cool. We managed to sweep the Lions both times. The Lions swept the Bears.
Division football is so funny. I can't wait to do the pick'ems. I can't wait. Because, that corny shit he said at the podium, that tell me everything I need to know about that Bears team. That tell me everything I need.
And the Bears, what's funny to me about the Bears and their fan base is, I don't know. I feel like as a Packer fan, how could you? I was watching the Eagles versus the Commanders, hoping the Commanders won because I didn't want that Philly matchup.
Round one?
In round one. No. Listen, that Philly matchup in round one just wasn't what we needed. It wouldn't have helped. And I don't think the Packers would have fared well going back to Philadelphia with a hurt team. But second time we played the Bears, we did have Michael Parsons already out, and we were up by 13 points. Still lost. You can't blow a 13-point lead every week.
No.
And if y'all can't beat the Lions, who the Packers handed this year, and we don't give y'all room for them fake comebacks.
When that defense isn't generating turnovers, you can sustain long drives against them. And the Packers have the perfect running back to sustain long drives against a defense that relies on turnovers.
Yeah, so last week was basically our bye week, which I think when the NFL added the 7th team to the playoffs,
yeah,
this is essentially what you're doing.
Yeah,
which I don't really think there's anything wrong with it, but you guys got to be professionals. We're gonna talk about when we get to the college football. Those buys, boy, oof.
They might not be. I think the buys for, again, we're talking about in college. I think it's the length of the buy, because you're going 4 to 6 weeks without playing. That is hard to do.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, You know, I was thinking about. We'll get to. Well, actually, we'll get to that when we get to the college. Now let's talk about the game with the most implications on it. Sunday night, Steel City. Some say it's the best rivalry in football. I say it's the second best rivalry in football. Either way, Steelers, Ravens in Pittsburgh, in the Steel City. Aaron Rodgers, QB in the Steelers. My favorite current player, Lamar Jackson, QB in the Ravens. I'm just here for as a Aaron Rodgers super fan and as a Lamar Jackson super fan. I'm just here for the ride, baby. I'm just here for the ride. And the Ravens jump up early, get up on them early. And I'm thinking, there we go, Lamar. Let's go, Lamar. Because anytime Lamar playing, I just feel like I gotta watch it. I'll be watching Lamar.
For sure.
Let's go, brother. Let's go, brother. Yeah, Lamar. Let's go, Lamar. That's what I'll be like. Let's go, Lamar. Let's go, Lamar. But then that man, they came out of halftime. That man said, I ain't going out like this. I'm still the sheriff around these parts, young boy. And here come the Steelers. And now we got a game. Then we get to the fourth quarter. And Lamar Jackson, I mean, this brother, Lamar Jackson is special. He's special.
He's special.
2 50-yard touchdown passes within like a minute and a half of each other in the fourth. This guy.
Can we pause right there for a second?
What?
Can we talk about Chris Collinsworth during those calls?
Oh, dude, he was like, oh, he got him. He got him. And the second one, he was like, he got him again. He couldn't believe it.
We didn't even see it on TV. We were like, what? And then the camera panned down. He was, Chris, he got him again.
And remember when I was last time we potted, I was like, yo, Brady, like listening to Brady be hilarious because you could tell when some shit going down or somebody wide open, you'll know he'll hit you with that oh boy. Yeah, that was Collinsworth. He could like Chris Collinsworth was in disbelief. The first time he was like, well, damn, just left him wide open. Second time was like, he got him again. He was like, he got him again.
People give him so much crap. I love Chris Collinsworth.
To
me, him and Mike Tirico, Buck and Aikman, and Greg Olsen are like the best.
Listen, I'm at Tom and Kevin be get like, in underrated, Iron Eagle and JJ Watt be having
they be having a ball. they be having too much fun.
And it is God.
Do you remember
Metcalf?
Do you remember when Aqib Talib gave broadcasting a shot during the pandemic and it only lasted one season? He was a little too real. He called a Cardinals-Eagles game, and I remember watching the game. I was like, they never gonna let that black man.
Wait, what did he say? What did he do?
Oh, he was like, he was just riding for Jalen Hurts. He's like, hey man, Jalen a real one. Look at that pad. Look at how Jalen running. Like talking like he's his uncle. Hold on. Troy Aikman and Joe Budden not trash.
Wait a minute.
Crazy. Yeah, go if you can find it. Aqib Talib was talking about Jalen like he was Jalen's uncle. Nah, Aikman and Troy are great. I don't know what y'all talking about, Akili and Kyle.
Oh man. Hold on. Funny.
Yeah, I don't know people who dislike Collinsworth. People give Collinsworth crap, and I don't know why. Collinsworth is great at his job. And they have NBC has a Super Bowl this year, right? So Chris is going to be calling the Super Bowl because Fox had it last year.
Calamari. Wait, what?
Oh, are you looking up the key that Arizona game? It's in Arizona. It's like when the Jalen's first starts.
Wait, hold on. Listen to. Can you hear this? Hold on. Let me share it. Listen, I'm just finding Aqib Talib. Listen to how he says. Listen to how he says my man's name.
Oh, sugar. Hold on. There it is.
About these playoff clinching games for Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray. Look for Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray. Not letting Kyler Murray escape. Kyler Murray. Bad juju going on in these playoff clinching games for Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray.
Wait a minute. I need to find some. I didn't know.
I wonder.
Oh wait, hold on.
That's
Hold
the
on.
second Cardinals game he did.
I might have something. Someone said bring a key back to the.
Right. Harry Douglas goes low here on Chris Harris Jr. Unacceptable, Harry. What are we doing, man? We going low for taking the knee out, right? Very next play. It's a little run to the left and look at the bottom of the screen. Look at Aqib. He's got no intentions of joining the play. No intentions. He takes Harry over to the other sideline and starts teaching him a lesson about respect. Just starts teaching him a lesson.
No,
bro.
Hold on. This is not what I'm looking for. Never mind.
Also, let's not forget Aqib Talib snatched Michael Crabtree's train. Same guy.
Wait. Aqib Talib to announcing.
So Kyle said Aikman says something stupid once a game, makes it sound like he has no idea what he's talking about. In Troy's defense, this year he's been focused on helping the Dolphins find the GM. Well, at least the past couple of weeks. He's pulling double duty.
Wait, say that again?
So Troy Aikman is helping the Dolphins find their new GM. They reached out to him. Why?
But what will he do though?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, why? Who does Troy Aikman? Does Troy Aikman have his ears that close to the ground? He can help you find a new up and coming GM. No, I doubt it.
Wait, Aqib Talib was in a deadly shooting.
Yes.
What happened?
Dog. Y'all need to learn about Aqib Talib.
I
Yeah, I'm with Bam. So I'm with Bam. The thing I like about Aikman is if we watching a trash game, Troy will let us know it's a trash game.
Oh nah, listen, Troy be up there like, yo, y'all dead ass with this QB play right now. Like this is ridiculous.
Like Troy is one sentence away from saying, at least I get paid to watch this. Y'all should turn this off.
No, listen, whenever Troy gets annoyed with like play, it always makes me think of Dave Chappelle talking about Ja Rule. It's like, I mean, who gives a fuck about what Ja Rule got to say in a time like this? This shit's serious. Troy be up there like, who the fuck gives a fuck about these two goddamn teams? These teams stink. These two teams stinks. No.
Speaking of which, did you watch? I know you probably did. Did you watch the Eagles game?
Yeah, y'all stink. Tanner McKee.
No. I'm talking about Ross Tucker. So Ross Tucker is an announcer for CBS, but Ross Tucker also works for the Eagles. He calls Eagles preseason games. He does like Sunday morning videos for the Eagles. Like he is employed by the Eagles. So during the game, he did this twice, and I've never heard this before. Backup tight end, false starts. He says, a lot of times fans wonder why backups or special teamers don't get more burn on offense or defense. And he flat out said, he's like, usually they don't have a high football IQ. And that's an example.
I think I remember hearing this. I remember.
And then, do you remember the Josh Johnson touchdown? Keely Ringo is looking dead at him and then turns around and runs away. And Ross Tucker's like, remember when I said earlier about players?
Oh, yeah. He said, I mean, this is why, right?
I was like, I have never heard an announcer call players stupid on TV twice for a team you're employed by.
Oh my God. Yo, I remember hearing that and was like, damn, that's a little mean.
But he works for the Eagles, D. He is an employee of the Philadelphia Eagles. He is in the locker room with those players. And the fact that he got on national TV and called them stupid twice, he directly called Keely Ringo stupid. He's like, remember when I talked about players with low IQ? That's what I'm talking about.
Man.
And you're going to have to see him at the facility the next day?
I mean, listen, we got to start getting, I'm going to start making a list of some of my favorite or funniest announcers out here.
I was floored. And no one even said anything about it. Like he called Keely Ringo stupid on national TV. And we were just like, yeah.
Listen, back to the Ravens and the Steelers. We get to the fourth quarter. Lamar Jackson throwing these long touchdown bombs. Then the sheriff gets the ball back. And this is how this should, ladies and gentlemen, this should let you know all you need to know about the Ravens defensively. The game-winning touchdown route from Aaron Rodgers to Calvin Austin wasn't even a real play. Aaron asked him, "What do you want?" And he said, "Well, I mean, I got him." Pat Freiermuth said, "Go cook him." So Aaron Rodgers said, "Psst, run a little slug and go." That's what he said. Run a little slug and go. Whew. Listen, when when it's the other team's DB that falls, you couldn't help but be happier. But when it's your team's DB that falls, your heart just breaks.
Every time.
Because that'd be the one thing where it's like, refs can't save you, flag can't save you.
You better hope they drop it.
You gotta hope they drop it.
Or they don't complete the catch, or they have the catch out of bounds. All I'll say is Lamar got to be sick. Like, no matter, like, I know Lamar gets flack for not winning in big games, but Lamar did just enough.
Listen, I was watching. How could you not watch that and just say, what more could you ask your quarterback to do?
I mean, same with the Mark Andrews drop, right? It hit Mark right in the hands.
What more could you ask?
And then Lamar's reaction on the sideline.
No, but here's the thing. He then he gives them a chance to come back and win the game. It's 4th and 18. He converted that.
Yep.
Now, lining up for a game-winning field goal. Now, I'm watching this at the bowling alley, right? With my homies. Right? With my home dog. You know what we're doing? And they take a timeout before the kick. And I says, man, I literally said to him, I said, man, if the Ravens were to somehow not make this kick, because I am fairly confident this guy's
It was a chip shot.
I was like, if the Ravens were to like miss this kick, I looked at my friend and I was like, I don't think you realize, but I just get the feeling, just based on how this game has gone. I think win or lose, I don't think Mike Tomlin's losing his job, but something tells me if the Ravens lose this, I don't think John Harbaugh can go back into this locker room and try to coach this team for another year. Because what more? I was literally telling my friend, I was like, I don't know what can you, how can you walk back into a locker room after another season ends like this if you were to miss the kick? And then I was like, but that's why I'm glad he's getting ready to make the kick. Like, this is one of them kicks. So, snap the ball, kick is up. And as the ball, as he's getting ready to kick the ball, my friend says, he's gonna miss it. It was like the wind just, that bitch just went. I fell to the ground like it was my team. I literally in the bowling alley just like fell out like, and that was like one of those misses where you're just sitting there like,
bam, 44 yards in the league where kickers can now use specific balls that they want to kick is a chip shot.
Yo, I watched Cam Little make a 67 or 68-yard field goal. What are you talking about?
People, this isn't the 44-yard field goal from 2010.
This guy's made from 44-2 this year, I feel like.
But I understand the pressure of like the division on the line. Completely understood.
Listen, did you watch the game? You had to. You can't say that when that Bam again. I'm gonna let everyone know. So Kyle asked Bam, who do you want to be the next Ravens head coach? Bam said Eric Bieniemy, and this is why fans don't get paid to make decisions. This is why. Are you fucking kidding me?
You can't go.
This is why fans don't get paid to make decisions. That's not a good choice.
Bam, be
a leader of men. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. If the NFL has shown you one thing, it's if you are good enough to coach, you will always, if you are good enough to coach and or play, you will always have a job. Why is that? Because if you're a true leader of men, you can lead men. So when like certain names don't get head coaching jobs, it's for a reason. Stop asking why Mark Jackson can't get an NBA coaching job. Stop asking why Eric Bieniemy can't get an NFL coaching job. Yes, they're black. True. Is that working against them a little bit? Maybe so. But let me also tell y'all something. That ain't the only reason.
Man, be for
Like-
real though.
like-
Who do you really want to
That
see?
ain't the only reason. Like, that's not the only right. Yo, the racist whites want to win football games. So sometimes they'll get over their racism.
I
for a
don't
team
know.
where they know how to
I
coach
don't think
the game.
Stephen Ross knew Mike McDaniel was black until it was too late.
Yeah, and I can tell you, Stephen, I think at this point, white, black, Hispanic, Stephen Ross is looking at Mike McDaniel and saying, well, God damn it.
Did Mike McDaniel put a fast one on Stephen Ross? He said, now wait a
But I-
goddamn minute.
But
Are
I
those
also don't think,
Yeezys?
well, I mean, Stephen Ross then saw his team put up 70 on a team that's now the number one seed in the AFC. So he's probably thinking, well, what the hell's going on? Mike Tomlin, leader of men. John Harbaugh is the leader of men. The problem is John Harbaugh listen, you can't keep losing the games the way he was losing games and think he was about to keep coming back to tell grown men that we got to keep working to get better.
Well, he's going
I was
to
like, all right.
He can be a great giant.
I think he's going to be a great Falcon.
Oh, you think the Falcons will get him?
Yeah.
Okay.
John is going to go to the NFC because I don't think he wants to be in the same conference as his brother.
Oh, he wants another Super Bowl with his brother. It won't be in Atlanta, but
Or he don't want to be the reason why his brother don't make it to a Super Bowl. So
oh,
it's
fuck
like
that. I'd want to beat my brother.
that too. But
But the Ravens made the right choice. If it's between the coach and the quarterback, you take the star quarterback. You
oh yeah,
take
my
the-
mom asked me that. She was like, "Well, why
take
did they
the
get rid of
Hall of
Lamar
Fame
Jackson?" And I was like, "All right, well, let me tell you this. You ever heard that saying? It's cheaper to keep her. Same thing with these players. It makes more sense to keep the player, fire the coach."
Now, the interesting thing is Lamar has no more guaranteed money on his contract. You're going to have to give him a new deal, and it's going to have to be top of the market. Are they going to do that?
Wait, Lamar's a free agent this year?
No, he has 2 years left on his deal, but he has no more guaranteed money on his deal.
So they can release him officially. They can trade him or release him and not have to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I know he doesn't have any more guaranteed money. I don't know what the cap hit is if he's traded.
But what if they say like, "Yo, Lamar, we want to bring you back, but we also don't know who's going to be our coach." So
Well, whatever coach they hire is probably going to take the job because of Lamar Jackson.
then you want reassurances that he'll be there.
Yeah. So what's this? 2026. Yeah, it's a dead cap hit of $86 million.
Oh yeah, Lamar will be there.
Yeah, he gonna be there. And then potential out is next year. But yeah, I don't think he has any more guaranteed money on his contract.
Bam said John Harbaugh is not a leader of men. Ask Ed Reed. Hey, you're licking my jacket, you freaky boy.
That's
Hello.
He's talking about his dog for those on the audio adventure. Bam said he would want Flores, Salah, or Bieniemy. I don't know about Salah. I think there's a little fraud in Salah. He done got y'all excited.
All right, I'll take Bob Saleh over Eric Bieniemy. I can just tell you, take Bob
I
Saleh.
would take that. But his defense is not what y'all think it is. Now watch they go shut down Philadelphia Sunday. But I'll still stand by it.
Listen, here's the thing. I was watching Hard Knocks because I've been watching the end season Hard Knocks, and they just got to the episode. I'm on episode like 2 or 3, whatever episode they were covering that Eagles Chargers game. Oh,
Uh-huh. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched this.
I'm glad they didn't play like the audio from like what they were saying on the side, like anyone except BG. They were Brandon Graham during the game, but it was mostly during the good parts. I want to hear what they were saying during the bad parts, during some of the picks. Well, I just know someone at that sideline had to have said, "Well, what the hell are you looking at?"
I saw a clip from. It was after the Chargers game. It was it was this not because I think the finale's tonight. Apparently, last week's episode, someone did the Commanders game. It's Jalen in the meeting room with the other quarterbacks and the quarterback's coach, and he looks at the quarterback's coach. He's pretty much like, "Yo, we gotta get this shit together like right now. Like, what the fuck are we doing?"
Who said
Jalen
that? Jalen?
says it. Like the QB coach and Jalen are talking, and the QB coach is kind of like, I really don't care what's going on right now. We need to get this together. And Jalen's like, yeah, we really need to get this shit together. It's hey man, it's Kevin Patullo. Everyone who watched that Eagles game Sunday, it's Kevin.
Yo, y'all, here's the thing.
Kevin.
If there's one thing about the Eagles, y'all just need a scapegoat. Honestly, y'all should just I think Nick Sirianni should just create an offensive position, name somebody to that position who does not exist so they can blame everything on this imaginary person. And I bet you have
Sirianni has gotten to pick his offensive coordinator, the offensive suck. Every time Howie and Jeffrey go get him an OC, they go to the Super Bowl. Every other year.
Kellen Moore was only there for 1 year?
Yeah, Kellen Moore is only there for 1 year.
Listen, Nick Sirianni, create an offensive coordinator type position and fill it with an imaginary person, and tell the Philadelphia media that this person has an offensive consultant role and helping game plan with the offensive coordinator. I almost guarantee you will split the hate between Kevin Patullo and this new guy.
Another banger from Ross Tucker on Sunday. 2 third downs. He said it live. It's like, what kind of play call is this? And then they came back from break, and he gets on the prompter and is like, yeah, look at these routes. I don't know what Tanner McKee is supposed to do. How many weeks have we said, man, I don't know what Jalen's supposed to do in that play? It's the play caller, man.
Wait, I think I was watching the Saints Bucks game, not the Saints Falcons game, and the Falcons had like a pick six, and the announcer was like, Falcons like, they keep running the double slants. How many times you're gonna keep running double slants and not thinking someone's gonna pick it off? He was like, look at the corner right here. He sees a little bit of a slant. He doesn't even go with his man. He just straight books it this way. Easy pick six. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen, Kevin Patullo is not the problem. Maybe
the current Super Bowl MVP is the problem. Is that what you're about to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
I'll talk about that. But then again, we're gonna see, because this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Best weekend of football between college and the pros. The Final Four in football, in college, opening weekend of the NFL playoffs. Danny, let's get into these pick'ems. Do you believe in the keep pounding Panthers?
No, I don't. Here's the thing. I think the Rams are going to win. I think it might be closer than people think.
I don't.
First game was in the rain. I think
I don't. 34-17 Rams.
How much?
34-17 Rams. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get back to Kyle and Eric Bieniemy. Oh, here's what I'm gonna say about Bob Saleh before we get back to these. If you hire Bob Saleh, one, yes, make sure the owner isn't Woody Johnson. True. Also, you have to make sure the owner is not Jewish. Bob Saleh is a real Muslim man, ladies and gentlemen. Real Muslim man. Oh, so next time you think about the dysfunction that was going on in New York, I just want y'all to remember, Woody Johnson, I'm very confident, is Jewish. And Bob Saleh, Muslim man. Just want to throw that out there.
He wears a red hat. Woody Johnson. And people who wear red hats usually don't like people like Bob Saleh.
Yeah. And he also Jewish. I want to make it's Woody Johnson.
Oh my God.
Oh. You know what? This is why you decide you spread misinformation. Woody Johnson is not a Jewish man.
Let's talk about this man in Chicago.
He's not a Jewish man. Woody Johnson's not a Jewish man. Well, excuse me. Not a Jewish man. Excuse me, my bad, y'all. Hey, sometimes I'll be wrong. Woody Johnson, not a Jewish man. All right, so Bob Sala and Woody Johnson weren't beefing because one was Jewish and one was Muslim. These two motherfuckers just did not like each other. I was trying to give them a little oof. Listen, at least I'm not afraid to admit I was wrong. Misinformation. I probably should have Googled that one before I said it. I should have Googled that before I said it. Oops. I'm sorry if I offended any of my Jewish brothers and sisters.
It's too late for that.
Oof. Kyle believes
Packers Bears.
Kyle said he believes in the keep pounding Panthers. I'm going to take the Rams 34-17. Oof.
Kyle said in their ability to lose. He followed up that statement.
Oh, and their ability to lose. Listen, well, I can tell you a team that doesn't have a Jewish owner, and that is the Green Bay Packers, because they don't have any owner, and they fly to Chicago to play the Bears. Who you taking, brother?
This is my upset of the week.
It doesn't matter who you're taking, brother.
I'm taking the Packers.
It doesn't matter who you're taking.
Okay. Here I am picking the Packers. And it don't matter. I think the Bears are frauds. If they don't get turned, if Jordan Love doesn't start licking his lips during his 7-step drop, the Packers are fine. And you know what I'm talking. We've talked about it. When he started licking his lips.
Why are we talking about licking lips?
When Jordan Love lick his lips in the pocket, he about to do something stupid.
No, brother, that's Jalen Hurts you're talking about. Don't mix Mike.
No. No one has ever gotten a close-up of Jalen Hurts licking his lips in his drop back.
Yo,
Jordan
I need
Love.
y'all to go watch the second episode of Hard Knocks. And because y'all can see like the NFL Films version of some of them Jalen Hurts picks, dog, they was so nasty. One of them, Smitty just fell down. Damn, that one sucked. Y'all have to look at the second and the third one. The third one to end the game.
Listen,
The third one to end the game, I was like, all right, dog. Actually, on second thought, who the fuck was this guy throwing it to?
absolutely. He had a terrible game. But
I knew it. That's what I knew. I'm going crazy. So
Okay.
Kyle says, D's not wrong though about why I was fired. Salah was fired a week after he wore a Palestine patch during the game. Yes, that's what I remember. He wore the Palestine patch, and I was like, that's when I did some research that Robert Salah is very.
let's go ahead and Google this one.
Yes, Robert Salah is a Muslim of Lebanese descent and became the first Muslim head coach in NFL history. He grew, y'all, and this is where, if you know the 5%ers, what I'm about to say, bam, it's going for you, because you live in Michigan, so you say. He grew up in Dearborn, Michigan. Do you know where, Philly and Detroit are like two of the biggest populations of
Yes.
5%ers. I keep saying 5%ers. Muslims and 5%ers. Yes. I know I'm crazy though. But to Kyle's point, Woody Johnson's ethnicity or culture doesn't mean he couldn't fire Salah for non-football reasons. But you know what that does tell me though? That Bob, never mind. All right.
Top 5 funniest conversations in the 202 episodes of this show. And there have been a lot of bangers. What's up, Jamie? Jamie, you guys don't have a show tonight, right? Fantasy is over. We don't have to be gone by 9:30,
Ooh.
right?
Listen. All right. So Kyle is right. Yo, bam. I be knowing what I'm talking about sometimes. Highest population of Muslims in the countries in Dearborn. Yo, I don't even know. Yo, he wore a Lebanese flag patch on his sleeve as part of the NFL's heritage program to honor his Lebanese ancestry. It's from Dearborn, Michigan. Are you kidding me? Bob, okay, I'm going to double the fuck down now. Woody Johnson may not have been Jewish, but I can tell you, He saw Bob Saleh on sideline that day, which means you can only imagine what Bob Saleh was trying to do and say behind closed doors. And I know Woody Johnson is very he got
a red hat,
and he's very tied in on the political side. So yeah, to the public, nah, we firing you for football reasons, but you can't tell me Woody Johnson went behind closed doors like, if this motherfucker don't shut the fuck up about some goddamn Palestine and fucking coach fucking football. And Rob Saleh's like, football is one thing, but my people are suffering over here. And Woody Johnson's like, get a fucking first down, you fucking dumb dipshit. And he's probably like, well, yeah, my people, fuck football. And Woody Johnson's like, man, get the fuck out. I'll figure out something. Get the fuck out of here. I feel like that's probably what happened. So no, did he get fired for football reasons? I guess you can say so, because the Jets at the time, the Jets then, it's the same old Jets now. They suck. You know what they don't have now? They went from a Lebanese Muslim coach to a good old-fashioned Southern boy. Same ass coach. Guess what? Aaron Glenn ain't getting fired this year.
He should though. That one I wouldn't been mad at all.
This is a team. This is a defensive-minded coach. His defense doesn't get one interception all year.
The whole year. If they had fired, I don't think anyone would have been like, "Nah, that's not fair." Nah, I think every black person was like, "Yeah, dog,
you got to get about it.
You got to get the fuck up out of here."
Duh. And if you watch that, was it the Jets played the Bills in the season?
Sunday, yeah, they beat the Bills, but without Josh.
I want to let everyone know. Listen, football is the easiest sport to see effort. The Jets did not try.
Jets ready to go home.
They didn't even
Debo
try.
Samuel too. I saw you, Debo.
Yeah, he was. Hell, the Eagles are ready. Them Eagles that was playing, they was ready to go home too. I'm also going to take the Packers versus the Bears this week. Going back to the Packers versus Bears this Saturday. I'm going to take the Packers this week. I'm going to be honest with you. If you are, what's up, Jamie? If you are a Bears fan and you are confident that the Bears will beat the Packers, I completely understand. Because me as a Packers fan, after watching those two games, I'm pretty confident that the Packers can beat the Bears. And Danny, we were talking about this a little bit in our, texting. But if the Packers win, they would automatically get the number one seed because they're the 7th seed. They would get the highest seed, which would
they
be
go to Seattle.
The Seattle Seahawks, not too far from me. And brother, let me tell you something. I think if we went to Seattle,
you in there?
Not only am I in there, I like our chances.
Okay,
like
that's a bold statement, Cotton.
I like our chances.
Okay.
Hey, we got Trayvon Diggs, aka pick it or pocket. You know what that means? He either gonna pick it or he is not in his pocket, and you are in the end zone.
And it's gonna be one way or the other. But Sam Darnold might give it to him.
Exactly. Caleb Williams might give it to him. I'm calling for one Trayvon Diggs pick this week.
Okay.
One Trayvon Diggs pick. One Trayvon Diggs pick. Because that, when you say it fast, it sounds weird.
Thank you for slowing down.
Yeah. I don't know why this is the 1:00 game on Sunday, but Buffalo at Jacksonville. Jacksonville, nobody want to put y'all in prime time. Like that's what it's coming to. Like
that's what it sounds like to me.
Nobody want to put literally it's the NFL MVP, and they still putting y'all at 1 p.m. And this is Florida. They putting teams that play in Florida at 1 p.m. in January. You fucking kidding me? Who you got, brother? And the Bills are favored, by the way.
And the Bills are. This is. The Bills' defense isn't good. Give me the Jags, man. Like we go. This time next week, we gonna have the Josh Allen conversation that we should have had last year.
I don't know if we both should take the Jags
because right. I don't think.
Give me the Bills. Give me the Bills.
All right. So do you think? Okay.
I'll take the Bills. I'll take the Bills. Take the Bills. Listen. You got Josh Allen, reigning league MVP. Listen, yeah, the Bills can't stop the run, but damn it, guess what? The Jags can't really run the ball. So, hey, Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen. Give me Josh Allen.
That's fair.
Give me Josh Allen. Give me Josh Allen. Niners versus Eagles. Danny, I know you're going with the Eagles. Talk to me about why the Eagles are going to win this game.
I think so. The best thing about the 49ers is the offense. The best thing about the Eagles is the defense. We legit just saw, like, I think the top 3 defenses in the NFL are Seattle, Philly, Houston. We just saw what Seattle did to San Fran. I think San Fran leads the league in like yards after catch, so you need a team who tackles well. I think the Eagles are the best tackling team in the NFL. I don't think the 49ers are going to get that yak opportunity. Like Christian McCaffrey may make a play here or there. I think the offense can score 21 to 24 points on a team on their 4th and 5th linebacker. I think that week of rest helps. I think the Eagles win. And the 40, like, this isn't Kyle Shanahan's like zone, like outside zone running game that we're used to seeing. They cannot run the ball very well. Trent Williams has a hamstring. Cal said if the game was on Sunday, he would have played, so I'm assuming he's going to play, but he has a hamstring issue. George Kittle was banged up. Cal said if the game was on Sunday, he would have played, so I'm assuming George Kittle is playing. But I think the Eagles linebackers, Coop is the best nickel corner in the NFL. I think that defense has more than enough to keep that offense at bay.
Okay, honestly, I agree with everything you said. Here's where we disagree. For all the reasons that you just said, is all the reasons why I think the Niners are about to win this game. Let me tell you what I think is about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. I think the Eagles are going to get up on the Niners 10-0 early. I think the Eagles will be leading 10-0 from about quarter 1 to midway through quarter 3. I think just as the third quarter expires, Christian McCaffrey is going to score a touchdown, 10-7. Okay. And I think to start a few minutes into the 4th, the Eagles are going to kick a field goal, go up 17-10. I think the Niners are going to
have a 13-7.
13-7, excuse me. All right, you're right, because my math is wrong. No, you're right, 13-7. Yeah, you're right. 13-7. Yeah, 13-7. So I think the Eagles are going to be up 13-7 going into the 4th quarter after Christian McCaffrey just scored in the 3rd quarter. I think as the Eagles as the Niners are driving to either tie it at 13 or take the lead at 14, they're going to throw a pick. Brock Purdy's going to throw a pick right near midfield. Eagles are going to run 2 run plays that aren't going to go anywhere. They're going to run a pass play. It's going to be incomplete. They're going to give the ball back to the Niners, who then go down to score a touchdown and win the game 14-13.
That'd be heartbreaking.
And I feel like we're going to come in a week from today and say, I cannot believe that the Eagles dominated time of possession, yards, and pretty much every other stat, and the Niners scored 2 touchdowns in the second half, and that was all they needed.
And that would be very fitting of the Eagles season. I wouldn't be shocked about that. If we came in here and said that next week, I would not be shocked at all.
Kyle said Bills and Jag is the early game because it's the only Sunday game with both teams from the East Coast. This motherfucker don't miss.
Kyle doesn't
don't miss. Makes perfect sense. Yeah,
everything.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. Yeah. I bet you San Fran was probably like, oh, you can't make us play the Eagles on the 10 a.m. body clock time.
All they do is cry. All they do is whine.
Here's the thing, though. If the Eagles win, I'm with Kyle. If the Eagles win this week, it's either wild card or Super Bowl. Like, y'all either going to lose this week or y'all are probably at bare minimum y'all make the NFC Championship game. If y'all win, who do y'all play?
It'd be the Rams. The Rams are coming. No, it depends. So if y'all beat the Bears, you'd go to Seattle, and then the Rams would come to Philly. If y'all lose, we'd go to Chicago, and then the winner of Rams Panthers goes to Seattle.
I mean, I ain't gonna say it yet, but I'm about to start looking at driving times.
Yeah, I think y'all gonna win. Like
That's it.
Ben Johnson saying that little line about resting starters after he lost after playing his starters. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
Man, don't lose to Brock Purdy though. I'm gonna choose the Niners, so we're not picking the same team. And I do think that is how I do think if the Niners win, how I just laid it out would be how they win. But let's just say in a world where after this entire season of just locking shit down, if Vic Fangio's defense waited to the second week of January to give up a 30 burger.
I mean, they've been got before though, right? The Bears got them on Black Friday. The Giants got them on Thursday Night Football. Like this defense isn't like they're gettable. Like if that outside zone start working, and Vic got to play odd fronts, or he got to bring an extra safety down, it could get nasty.
Yikes.
But I don't think it will. Jalen Carter is healthy. He wasn't healthy during that Bears game.
Yeah. Now these next two games, I'm gonna be honest with you. These are ones I don't think a lot of people. I don't feel like the TV networks were rushing to pick one. I think everybody was rushing to Green Bay versus Chicago. That was the one that everyone was like needed
because that's the prime game. Prime got that one right,
and I bet you they had first dibs on it too.
They should.
Yeah, I bet you they had like first dibs, and I bet you who's hosting the Super Bowl? NBC.
NBC has it's in the Bay, but NBC has it.
Yeah, and so I think they got the last choice. Yeah, they got the last choice, which is why they got the Chargers and New England. Nobody wants that. Yo, it is so obvious nobody be giving a fuck about the Chargers. The only time they get primetime games it's always versus Kansas City or versus Pittsburgh.
Yep. Here's the thing though. The Justin Herbert agenda, yeah, man. Every time we see Justin Herbert in the playoffs, what we see?
Flop.
It's going to be on Sunday Night Football. Give me the Patriots.
Oof.
Yeah, this Justin is a top 5 QB. Okay. Sure.
I'm with you, man. Listen, Drake May. Listen, anyone whose nickname is their name tells me all I need to know. That brother is white to y'all, but in that locker room, that is a Negro.
Do you think he wins MVP or do you think it goes to Stafford?
Oof. I think it goes to Stafford because I think a lot of the voters are going to say Drake May is 1, too young, and 2, I think a lot of the voters are going to say it doesn't make sense that Matthew Stafford has a Super Bowl championship and not at least one MVP.
I'll say they give it to Matt Stafford because they'll say Drake May's schedule was very easy. I'm interested.
It's also this guy had like a 46-8 touchdown to interception ratio. It's not like you want to
Drake. They may give it to Drake. I wouldn't be mad either way. I am interested to see what he looks like in the playoffs of next year. All
right.
It was hard.
And last one, do you think CJ Stroud retires Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
Woo!
I think that Houston defense. I said Seattle, Philly, and Houston have the best defenses in the league.
I will say this. It's not often that I see defenses where every week I feel bad for the opposing QB. And like Texas, one of those. Texas defense is like one of those that if you're playing someone in fantasy, you hope that their best player is playing the Texans because you know they ain't getting that shit off. It's almost like offense block defense.
Yeah. Like Aaron Rodgers is going to go to the line of scrimmage. To his left is going to be Daniel Hunter. To his right is going to be Will Anderson. And he's going to look over at DK Metcalf and he's going to see Derek Stingley. He's going to play.
Then he's going to look at Calvin Austin. He's going to see Kamara Lassiter. And then, then
he's on the ground.
He got Gainwell, though. I'm going to – listen, man. Whew. This could be the swing game. Do I take the Steelers? I'm only up by 1. Aaron, I love you, brother, but I got to go with the Texans, brother. Prove me wrong, Aaron. Prove me wrong.
If that happens, that means Houston would go to New England, right? Yeah, Houston. That's what now we cooking. Houston, New England in the divisional round. Now we talking.
Houston, New England, and then what?
It'd be
You
well,
have well
if Buffalo wins, it'd be
Buffalo at Denver. Oh,
yeah, Buffalo at Denver, and it would still be Houston and New England. Yeah, Kyle said Justin Herbert's playoff completion percentage is 52%. Come on, dog. Let him shit the bed in front of America. I can't wait. That's gonna be the biggest hate watch of the year for me.
What's funny to me is that every time the Chargers play, which I know they'll do it this time as well, they'll get into that segment where they're talking about how much Jim Harbaugh loves Justin Herbert.
You know, show him hitting the shoulder pads.
Yeah, and here's the thing: when the Chargers are winning, that be fly. But when they proceed to lose the game after y'all show that, I'd be like, "Well, the fuck, you doing a whole lot of it ain't working, brother."
They lose the game in the most ridiculous fashion, like that Jags game, like that Texans game. They just lose in the most horrific way.
What happened in the Texans game?
Remember last year? So he only threw like one pick all year, and then last year,
and then he went in and threw like 3 or 4.
Yeah, no sir. Bo Nix, I didn't know Bo. Think about Denver is like that offensive line and that defense cover up all Bo Nix mistakes. It's like, Bo, we just need 3 plays, dog. That's it. Give us 3 plays, and we're okay. And this worked.
Jalen Hurts 66.8% completion percentage.
All I know is when there's one on the calendar, one show up.
Yeah, because usually, I mean, they not actually do much.
When the calendar switched to one show up. That's all.
But Kyle, let him know about JL Tendo and how he gets busy. People be forgetting outside of that. That Eagles game was an anomaly. That Eagles game was an anomaly.
He was licking his lips all afternoon last year.
But see, what's funny is everyone keeps talking about that, but the Rams next week found out the same thing that Philly. I mean, same thing that the Packers did.
Yeah, 1,000%.
The saddest part is, out of all the defenses that played the Eagles in the postseason, the Packers defense played the best. It was the Packers offense, which is basically in Kelly Green uniforms that day.
So we'll see. Like I said, they could turn around and lose to San Francisco Sunday, and I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah. All right. Well, Thursday and Friday, we got the college football playoff. What did you think? First off, Indiana put belt ass over Alabama. I was so ashamed to come in here and yell the Roll Tide. I can't even, you know what I mean? Oregon belt ass on Texas Tech. They didn't even score a point. Shame on them. What was the other one?
Ole Miss. That Ole Miss game.
Okay, that was the craziest one because I went to go DJ and that game was at like 12-0 or something like that. Like it was a random weird score, but UGA was
very
up.
Like Georgia's better.
So then I was like, all right, well, shit. All right, I'm gonna go move and shake a little bit. I come back to the game. Ole Miss is getting ready to kick the game-winning field goal. So then I'm like confused. What the fuck just happened in between? So then I go back and watch the game. UGA, I just know your stomach hurt after that one. That's one that'll make you sick. What are we doing?
Like, I think the bye week is I mean, other than Indiana, everyone who had a bye week lost. Like, I really feel like there's something to be said about, what was it, 6 weeks between games?
Here's what we need to do. The college football playoff should be played in a home team stadium up until the national championship game. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we should let the bowls be bowls for teams that didn't make the college football playoff and reward some of these really good seasons that teams had who didn't make the playoff.
So you're saying fewer bowls?
I'm saying the semifinals and the quarterfinals and semifinals shouldn't be bowl games. They should just be played on campus.
Oh, okay. So it's not the Rose Bowl, it's just the quarterfinals. And the Rose
Yeah.
Bowl here for a team who didn't make it. Gotcha.
Yeah, and like the Rose Bowl should just be the best. That's the problem. There's no more Pac-12.
Yeah,
Y'all
the
figure
Rose
that out.
Bowl used to mean something, but that's not. Yeah, we don't get paid to figure it out. I can get down with that. I just feel like there shouldn't be such a large gap, right? It should be championship weekend,
break, and then
one
let's get
week break, and then football playoffs with your buys. So you get 2 weeks of rest compared to 6.
I think you only need 1 week of rest.
So you're saying championship weekend, and then the next weekend the playoffs start? Because I think some teams need a week to plan moving out to schedule. Because it's not easy. Like if JMU only had a week to figure out how to get to Oregon, that might be a problem.
Okay, well, make it 10 days. Make it 12 days.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be like a month.
All I'm saying is Ohio State, they got belt to ass a little bit. Indiana, they put belt to ass, but I will let everyone know Coach Signetti 100% reached out to Nick Saban and asked him, how did you coach during the long buys during your tenure?
100%. Which is good for him. That's what you're supposed to do.
He also used to work for Nick Saban, by the way. I want everyone, do you not think it's weird that, let's see, Miami, Oregon, everyone except Ole Miss has a head coach that used to be a Nick Saban.
The former head coach was a Nick Saban.
Was a disciple.
Something to be said about Nick Saban, man. He the godfather of college football.
Everyone's basically, hey, Nick Saban will come in here and fix it. Let me tell y'all something. Nick Saban is one Kalen DeBoer decision away from having to take over as acting head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Correct. I'm sure Caleb wish he would have took that Michigan job. It was right there.
I think if Kalen DeBoer could go back in time, he would have stayed at Washington and then
take the Michigan job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently Saban just didn't want to do it no more, brother.
That Alabama job takes its toll, man, because all they expect national championships every year.
As they should. But at the same time, it's like, all right, yes, they expect national championships as they should. You know what they don't expect? They don't expect Indiana to just punk you from start to finish.
We've talked about this. Indiana has ruined college football for the other big name programs.
Well, I think what they've shown, them in Texas Tech, have basically shown is we can flip a program in a year with the transfer portal. So it's like, all right.
That's what I'm saying. So other teams with this pedigree, it's like, well, Indiana and Texas Tech can figure it out. Why can't you?
Well, I can tell you why. Because Indiana probably let's just say a wide receiver was choosing between LSU for 265 or Indiana for 3. They're going to Indiana for 300, even though LSU's better.
That's what I'm saying. The SEC, the advantage is gone.
And I feel like these Southerners they about to fight back. They
always do.
I feel like, they do. I feel like most real SEC fans, if you asked them who was the one team in the SEC that was going to get boat raced fast out of the playoff, I can tell you they all would have said Ole Miss. Now it's the SEC. True SECers have to root for Ole Miss to win.
It's your last chance. It's your last chance. And then if you're the Big Ten, you're sick because you got to take each other out.
No, yeah, they were like, man, literally the Big Ten is like, man, literally any other seed number, and these two teams meet in the national championship, and I'm winning it all. But nonetheless, one had to be 1 and one had to be 5. And Miami's like, what's good, bitches?
No one wanted us to be here. Now we're one win away from the national championship game. But Bama's right. Indiana's strategy is get a bunch of old guys who don't want to go to work. It's working.
Not even that. It's guys who are like, on their 4th or 5th year, whether they're going to make it to the league or not. You come play for this. play good. In fact, Fernando Mendoza, I mean, brother, he's about to be #1 overall pick.
Did you see Pavia? I think he's suing the NCAA so he can get 1 more year eligibility. Dog, go get a job. Go get a job, Diego.
Diego, it's not happening, brother. Yo, all right. I just know. I know they won't say it to his face, but I know someone at the NCAA has probably been on the phone with Diego Pavia and was like, "You cannot be fucking kidding me."
He will be 24 next month. Diego, go get a job.
I want to let everyone know I was born in the year 1996. This young man he was born in 2004.
2.
He was born in 2002, ladies and gentlemen. He wasn't even alive when 9/11 happened. He's been in when was his freshman year? That means his freshman year was 6 years ago. That means his freshman year was 2019.
I believe so. Yes, I'm looking at his Wikipedia right now.
It has to be.
Yeah, I think
2019. All right. So let me get this straight. I was 1 year removed from school when this guy was a freshman. I am now almost 8-9 years into my career, something like that, and this guy's still in college.
Guess how old Drake May is?
23.
He is. Diego and Drake May are the same age, and this is Drake May's second year in the pros.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
Diego is suing for another year.
like, it's okay to just realize. I think he's trying to, like, I get it. You're trying to make sure you're the one when you come out so you can maximize. It's like, yo, dog.
Well, he's not getting drafted. He's not going to leave.
That's my thing. Like, at what point do you just kind of look at if you were supposed to be drafted, you'd be drafted. You'd be drafted. All right, here we go. Talk to me. Here we go. Where is it? Round 3. Danny. Miami, Ole Miss. Wait a minute. So you called it.
Yeah, I got last week. I know I picked Texas. I picked Oregon over Texas Tech. I did not pick Georgia over Ole Miss.
So we got Miami, Oregon. All right. Hold on.
No, we got Miami, Ole Miss, Oregon, Indiana.
All right. Danny, who you like? Miami, Ole Miss.
Give me Miami. Let's keep this. Hey, man, let's keep Michael Irvin on the sideline doing coke.
Man, this one's
No,
tough.
take that back. The Ole Miss story in Lane Kiffin's too good. I want Ole Miss to go to the national championship game.
Okay, I like it. All right, well, let's go. I'm an ACC here. I'll take Miami. Fuck it. All about the you. I don't know. Here we go. Oregon, Indiana.
This is the game. This is the rematch. I believe Indiana won the first match.
They did in
What was the
Eugene,
score?
by the way.
Yeah.
It was like 30 to 20.
Yeah, but I remember the quarterback for Oregon looked real shaky. Give me Indiana.
Indiana got after them. They played good, fundamental team football.
Give me Indiana.
What did Coach Signetti say that one time? Well, he won one time. He said, "Google me, I win." But that other time he said, "We don't just beat teams. We don't just beat top 25 teams. We beat the shit out of them." Yeah, give me Indiana. Give me Indiana.
Kirk Signetti.
Hey, Dan Lanning. Ain't no home field advantage. Ain't no And ain't no duck riding on the motorcycle. Ain't no jump around. Y'all in the A. And last time I checked, geographically speaking, a little easier to fly from Indianapolis to Atlanta than it is to fly from Portland to Atlanta or Eugene. But I think y'all are gonna have to drive up to Portland to fly out of PDX. But y'all could actually no, y'all probably flying from Eugene, private plane, flying from Eugene straight to Atlanta, right? Either way, I mean Eugene is only 90 minutes away, so still 4 or 5 hours. Right on that
It's
plane.
across the country. Across the country. And you just
Yo,
came across the country.
Is it not funny that Indiana and Oregon gotta play? Indiana and Oregon got to play in Atlanta, and Ole Miss and Miami got to play in Phoenix.
Hilarious.
Oregon sitting there looking at it like fucking Phoenix is right there.
And
That's
Oregon just went to Miami. Like they just played at Hard Rock.
I know. How would you not be? I'd be sick. Like
Sick.
that type of travel. Honestly, if I was Oregon, side note before we got it, if I was Oregon, I would probably be practicing in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'd be
Like,
trying to see if I could borrow the Falcons practice facility
Shit, they not using it
at all.
at all.
Like I'm right, like Miami. Miami ain't worried about nothing. I mean, Miami to Atlanta, that'd be all right. But like, if you're Oregon, why go back out west?
Stay for a week in Atlanta. You're used to it. But the students gotta go back to class. I'm sure there's a way around that. What did Cardell Jones say? They don't come
come to school. They come to school to football. Are you kidding
right.
me? And yo, we just talking, shooting the shit. If you've been to school with enough football players, Division I athletes, let me say this. If you've been to school with enough Division I athletes that played the major sports, aka football, basketball, you will see that these people are definitely coming to school for sports. They are not coming to school for school, which is
They all had
two different Americas. It'd be two different Americas.
Mm-hmm. And they all had the same major.
What, university studies?
Communication.
Yo, I just can't believe that a U.S. Special Forces military operation, somebody was up there and said, all right, this right here, recapturing President Maduro alive. We want him alive. When we get him alive, we're having wear these. It's damn full-on fucking Nike Tech Fleece, full-on top end bottom. I know someone in there had to say, well, damn, I ain't even got that. I ain't get that before I did.
They got 3 sizes.
They gave him oh yeah, they definitely gave him 3 sizes too. Large! Are you a large? No, put it on. Like, are you kidding me? Donald Trump. Oh man.
Where can people find you?
They just walk in other countries and take their president, dog. Has any other major leader came out and said anything about this?
Not to my knowledge.
And I'm talking about major leaders that are not in Central America. Them Central American leaders are probably hitting their cartel homies and saying, "Hey, amigo, not today. No more. No, wait, we got to stop, amigo. You see?
No mas.
No mas, amigo. No mas, amigo. No mas. Take your money back, amigo. Take your money back, please. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Bob Saleh, look, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Well, no, Woody Johnson, I'm sorry. Because Bob Saleh I was right about. Bob Saleh, I was right about. You don't think it's funny that how many other coaches wore that same patch that Bob Saleh did?
Probably none, but I would not know. That's a good question.
See what I'm saying? We can look. No, y'all want you know how I know I'm right? Woody Johnson just sat there. Woody Johnson came out and talked shit about Justin Fields and still did not fire Aaron Glenn. Has not fired Aaron Glenn yet. Like, think about that.
The one time he could fire and get away with it.
Bob Saleh had a good Jets. Like the Jets defense during that time was good. They were just very bad offensively. Obviously, first year Aaron was hurt. Second year they were just a bad team. But what? Come on, man. This world is crazy, man. This world is crazy. Are we heading to a WNBA strike, brother?
Yes, 100%.
Kyle, the Jet, they had no picks. Do y'all realize how hard that is? This is how ridiculous having no picks as a real professional football team. When you play Madden and or NCAA, the computer will gift you an interception. Like it will look. The computer will literally. You could be trying to not get an interception. The computer will just give you one. This was a real defense that couldn't get a pick. Couldn't get a pick. Before we get out of here, I don't know about you, but I already know the silly purchase of this year that I'm going to make.
Okay.
Have you heard of RoboSyn robots?
No, but I don't like it from the sound of it.
No, brother, you're going to like this.
I'm not a fan of robots. You know, there's a 60-minute segment Sunday about how some companies building robots that are more, they can learn, have human attributes.
You need to see this. So it's a company called RoboSyns. They make like these mini robot toys.
Okay.
And I was on Instagram. Well, no, did I tell you? I don't know if I told you, but I got into building Legos. Like I don't know if you saw that Lego on my IG story the other day of Galactus with the Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a 400 piece Lego that I built. I just bought, and I built it in a couple hours. So I went back and I bought Jango Fett's Starship, which I built. So I'm working on that. But somewhere in my algorithm, Instagram noticed that I was liking these like pristine action figures, and because I've been collecting the Pop Funkos. Remember So Instagram shows me an ad for RoboGen Robotics, and I'm watching what I thought was a remote control like toy, but these toys are like Transformers. One's like a Buzz Lightyear, but it's like I'm thinking it's like a remote control toy because it looks so real. I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
So I'm going to play you something, brother.
With a commanding stature, the Decepticons' intelligence officer reveals himself for the first time. RoboSyn makes the impossible real again with the world's first fully auto-converting soundwave. Standing at Megatron's side, the loyal communications lieutenant is officially back on duty.
So I'm seeing this, and I was like, all right, so it's a toy it's a Transformers type toy that, transforms on its own. What's fly about this? My nigga. This video don't even do it. Like, this video is going to...
I'm on the website now. I'm looking at it now.
Dog. Look, listen, this ain't even the fly one. Let me tell you the real one. Let me tell you this is not the one. This one is the one. My G. Listen, all right. Will they play the video? Where's the video? Dog. This was the one that I was like, all right.
I am Megatron, leader of the Decepticons.
The archenemy is here.
Oh.
Introducing the world's first auto-converting Decepticon robot, Megatron by RoboSyn. Designed with a modern aesthetic and supervised by Takara Tomy Japan.
right.
Megatron stands at 21 inches tall, featuring more than 45.
So I'm seeing this. This Megatron was the one I saw, and I was like, yo, dog, where's the remote control? Danny, there is no remote control. This is it. Like, you can tell that it takes verbal commands. It has an app too, which you can get it to do all the commands. But Kyle, here's another thing. Why does Megatron's voice sound so messed up? That's because this is the original Megatron from the cartoon in the 80s.
Here's what I'll say.
No, before you finish it, because I know where you're about to go. So I see this. Then I was like, all right, well, what other ones do they got? So then I see this one, Buzz Lightyear. And I said, well, hold on. How fly is the Buzz Lightyear? The Buzz Lightyear go crazy. I said, all right. It's clear. Robosen, these little shits is fire. Not these little. So what you think? First thing I look at. All right, well, what's the price?
Yeah, I'm looking at the price right now.
So the cheapest one is like $700-800. That Megatron one, like $1,300-1,400. That Soundwave one, $1,400. Here's the thing: the Soundwave one is also when it transforms back into that box. That's like a Bluetooth speaker. It also has a recording feature where you can record yourself, and it also has like a cassette tape opener for the Remember I don't know if you watched Transformers growing up, the cassette tape box.
Yeah.
It has the possibility for one of those in the future. So then I'm sitting there and I'm looking at that Soundwave or that Megatron, and I'm sitting here like, all right. Now, my mom always said there are no such things as stupid purchases, but this would be a stupid purchase.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I am fully with it. You cannot tell, yo, dog. The Megatron one, like, you could be in your house. Thank you. Oh, Grimlock. That was the other one. Thank you, Bam. Let me show you the Grimlock. Because they also had an Optimus Prime one.
I see them. Have you ever seen Small Soldiers?
Yes. I love that movie growing up.
Yeah.
I love that.
That is not fiction. That is a warning.
Brother, let me tell you something. You got to see them when they, like, you can tell them, you could be like, Megatron, move forward, and he'll take some steps forward. You should see the steps. He ain't gonna come get you. He is not gonna come get you.
It's all sweet till he transforms at 3 a.m. and you don't know who the fuck it is.
Nah, I mean, you still got to turn it on and off, so it's not
okay.
Danny, I mean, you cannot be telling me at your big age you believe.
Yes, I do at my big age.
All right, but even like, yes. Oh, that's the other thing. So you could put them in like sync or like battle or whatever mode, like sync mode, because it has an app too. So you'll go on the app and you can like sync your little action figures. So then, like, you could make it to where, like, if you had the Optimus Prime and the Megatron and you link them up and you could have them like battle, and you would sit them down and these two would.
Okay, now that's cool.
That's, brother.
I gotta look this up.
That's why I'm saying this, because this is the actual company's website. So they're just kind of showing you like the features. My G, just Google RoboGen and it'll start popping up. You start watching like the reviewers do shit with them, and I was like, nah, I could. It's like one of those. I don't know. It's like one of those toys and one of those things you can get. It's like, nah, I could just fuck around. Like, I'm shooting this shit in my crib. Yeah. Like, I'm thinking about it now. Yo, imagine me getting, all right, don't call Peter or I'm going to find you. Imagine me getting the Megatron one and putting him in the tank mode and just chasing Hendrix around. And then when Hendrix goes to sniff him, having him transform.
You going?
Because dogs don't be knowing what the fuck is going on. It'll just be barking. Oh man, I don't know. But for $1,400, I don't know. That's one of those purchases you got to make. You can't tell your parents.
No.
Hey, Ma, that's what it is.
Don't worry about it.
Yo, last question before I let you get out of here. You get a $1,400 toy like that, and you go over to the family function for like the reunion, and your nieces and nephews like, oh, I want to play with that toy. Can I play with that toy? You'd be like, all right, I'll let you see it, but you don't let me.
No, I wouldn't. It's
show
not
it.
a toy.
Then you kind of just show it to them real quick, show them what it can do, and you have them transform back up, and then you. How long do you think you could walk around with that thing just as like a safe keep before one of them kids is like, no, you gonna let me play with this damn toy? Or
Nah, it'd be in the trunk. I lock that motherfucker up in the trunk. $1,400? Nah, dog. You not touching it. $1,400? Nah. It's going in the trunk.
it made me realize, yo, there are some people. I understand now fully why some Lego sets are kept up, locked up.
Yeah.
Dog, when I went to that Lego store, they had motherfucking Legos for like $250 and up.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, I'm talking thousands of pieces. I'm like, yo, dog, I mean, this bitch over here is 700 pieces, and I ain't even started it yet. That, yo, black people, we got to do better at our time gauging. Not time gauging, our numbers gauging. I thought the first that Galactus one was like 800-900 pieces. So I was like, oh, Boba Fett Starship, it's nothing. I came back, looked at the box for Galactus. That bitch was 457 pieces. And I was like, whoa, I definitely misjudged this. I'm looking. So now I'm looking at Jango Fett Starship like, yo, dog, that Galactus took me a while. This one's more pieces? They lied to you with the age, 9+. What 9-year-old sitting there for that many hours and doing that? Nigga, that's a grown ass. All right.
My nephews are into it. Yeah, we went up there for Christmas. They're building they have a whole bunch of sets. They're talking about getting the what's the big Star Wars one? The Death Star.
That's the one. That's the one I see that I'm like, all right, this is like dream state. That's like dream state. That, or that's why I got Boba Fett Starship, the Death Star.
Like they were talking to me and like building sets. Like, oh yeah, at school I learned about this, and they were just like building sets.
It helps. It does help your brain. Like,
yeah.
Honestly, we'll talk about it next week. But that Galactus one didn't take me long. It just, once I sorted out the pieces, I was like, all right.
Yeah, that's what they did. They just go on the table, look at the book. Like they had a Sonic one, they had a boat that shot tails out, and they're like, yeah. And then in school we were doing this and this.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say on air when I'm about to do while I do it, but. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us tonight. Please make sure you follow the podcast, Speak On It _pod. That is Speak On It _pod. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, on SoundCloud. Bam, I see you. He says I need to be on YouTube with DJ, and that is a goal this year, is to start putting more visual sets out. I need it. Hey, I can tell you, shout out to everyone who was partying with me on New Year's Eve. It was a great time. You want to hear some? All right, you want to hear something funny? So on New Year's,
oh, brother, I gotta go to bed. It's 10:30 over here.
Anyway, on New Year's, when it's time for the countdown, they told me at the last second. So I was like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, New Year starts in 15 seconds. And I looked again, and that bitch said 10. I was like, oh, actually 10, 9. That's how I started. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a great night. Peace.